Hey guys, welcome to the Pump Lab. This is my first video, so please leave a like and a comment for the algorithm. So in this video I'm going to be reviewing OxyShred's ultra concentration formula. This is because it's one of the most popular fat burners on the market right now. I'm going to be reviewing the ingredients and whether they're efficacious or not. I'm also going to let you know the best flavours and the worst flavours, so you can consider those when you're buying it, if you buy it. So the best three flavours are pineapple mango, kiwi strawberry, and lemonade. These are all sweet and have no artificial tastes. The worst three flavours are grape, tropical punch, and watermelon. These all have nasty aftertastes that taste chemically, and they're too sweet. Right, now that we've done the flavours, let's get onto the ingredients. Hey guys, so before we do the ingredients, I just want to do a quick taste test of my OxyShred. This is Cosmic Blast flavour, so let's get straight into it. This is what one scoop looks like. It is supposed to be 5 grams. Just adjusting the scales to it. Right. Let's see if that is true. Yeah, that is indeed 5 grams, guys. So moving on to the actual taste. That is quite chemically smell. Getting a hint of strawberry there, but hopefully it doesn't taste as chemically as it smells. So the bottle says to use 300 ml of water. That is what I have in here. Let's mix it up. That has mixed really well. I'm not seeing pretty much any powder in there with that. I will check it 5 minutes time, guys. Right, let's try it. That tastes much better than it smells in the tub. I would say definitely getting the strawberry. I wouldn't quite say starbursts. I would say more like those sweets that you get in corner shops, like this big. I'll leave a picture up. Yeah, let's get this down me and then go to the gym. So cue the edit. So I am back from my back day. I would say I did notice the caffeine, but not as much as usual. I'm used to pre-workouts, so that didn't really affect me too much. I don't think I noticed my cardio being better, as the L-carnitine is supposed to help with that. Didn't notice any effect there. Also, there was just an average pump. Obviously, there's no pump ingredients in this formula. Other than that, it was just quite a normal back day for me. Let's get back into the ingredients now. I would like to say that the fact they use a proprietary blend is a huge red flag. Also, the way that these lists work is at the top of the list of ingredients, that's going to be the one they have the most of, so the most weight. And at the bottom of the ingredients list, we'll have the least amount in the tub. So I'm going to give these ingredients in descending order. First of all, acetyl L-carnitine, HCI. This is the main fat-burning ingredient in the complex that they use. So for this ingredient, I wanted to go as in-depth as I could because it's the main one. I looked at meta-analysis and systematic reviews for a lot of these ingredients. This one specifically showed a decrease in body weight compared to the control groups, but not body fat percentage as a whole. So the distribution of their fat mass and their muscle mass and other contributing factors was the same as a percentage before and after. Also, this was in overweight people, so if you're a healthy BMI, the results will be exaggerated. The suggested dose for this is 2,000 milligrams a day. So hopefully they have that in. It is the top ingredient, so they should. Also, it's their main ingredient, so that once again they should. So the purpose of L-carnitine is to help carry fat cells to the mitochondria for metabolic consumption. The fat should be replaced if you are not in a calorie deficit. Remember, fat burning is not the same as fat loss. Personally, I think this is more of an endurance supplement. It's going to help you oxidize fats, so it should extend how long you're in glycolysis for, which is going to be good for marathon running or anything that is really long distance, like 1 hour plus, which I doubt you're buying this supplement for. The next ingredient is L-tyrosine. This is a nootropic found in plenty of pre-workouts, and it's supposed to be dosed between 500 and 1,500 milligrams. I hope they have that amount in. Once again, it's the second ingredient on the list, so they probably do. So L-tyrosine is a precursor to important neurotransmitters like dopamine, norepinephrine, and adrenaline. So these chemicals, what they do is play roles in your mood, your motivation, your focus, and your stress levels. Although the research tends to show it does nothing for performance. The next ingredient is taurine. The effective dose is between 1 gram and 6 grams. So probably going to be underdosed, and if they're not, it's going to be dead towards the low end of this. Taurine helps regulate the balance of electrolytes within cells, so this is going to be good for proper muscle function and hydration. L-glutamine is the next ingredient. The suggested dose is 5 to 10 grams a day, so they probably underdosed this. 5 grams is quite heavy, so yeah. This is supposedly going to reduce delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. It's also supposed to help gut health and digestion. I don't think it does anything for weight loss. The next ingredient is caffeine anhydrous. This is usually dosed at 200 milligrams throughout the industry, and a cup of coffee is going to have about 90 milligrams. I have no arguments about the efficacy of caffeine. Everyone knows it works if they've tried it. So this ingredient for weight loss will increase your non-activity thermogenesis, your NEAT. So that is basically the activity you do throughout the day without it being classed as exercise. It's also an appetite suppressant, so hopefully you will reduce the calories that you're taking in throughout the day as well. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors. That's going to make you more energetic and restless, tying into that NEAT effect. It also stimulates your central nervous system, so it's going to increase your heart rate, blood pressure and stimulates the release of adrenaline. I will say this about caffeine: don't take it past 4 p.m. It has a half-life of 5 hours, so it will mess with your sleep. If you take it at 4 p.m., you're going to have half the dose in your systems still at 9 p.m. They should dose this correctly. I don't see why they wouldn't, because it's the only ingredient you can actually feel working. So if you couldn't feel it working, you probably wouldn't call it a good supplement. You wouldn't want to buy it again, and you would notice that it's not working. The next ingredient is conjugated linoleic acid. So research suggests 3 grams plus per day. This is going to be included because it's supposed to inhibit an enzyme called lipoprotein lipase, which plays a role in fat storage. But the research doesn't support its efficacy even at a high dose. I doubt this is dosed correctly as well, because it requires 3 grams and it's quite low on the list. The next ingredient, green tea extract. Green tea can cause an increase in your calorie expenditure and fat breakdown throughout the day. Also, when paired up with caffeine, it's going to have a bit of a synergistic effect. So kind of like 1 + 1 = 3. The key ingredient in green tea extract is epigallocatechin gallate, ECGC. That's quite hard to pronounce. Sorry that I messed it up. So this usually comes from between 8,000 and 1,200 milligrams of green tea extract. I'm not sure whether they'll dose that correctly as well. It's quite low on the list, and it's going to require about 1 gram. Also, most of the research in this ingredient is with overweight people as well, so the results will probably be exaggerated if you're at a healthy BMI. The next ingredient is Huperzia serrata. So this is more commonly known as huperzine A, the second nootropic in this formula. The recommended dose is between 50 and 200 micrograms, so they should dose this correctly. You do not need a lot of this ingredient. So huperzine A works by blocking the enzyme that breaks down acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter that is important for learning, memory, and focus. Supposedly it's going to help stop dizziness and headaches, so this will pair nicely with caffeine and green tea extract. Most of the research in this ingredient is for people with Alzheimer's or dementia, so I don't think you're going to need to supplement with it. That was the last main ingredient that I'm going to review, but there are some extra ingredients that the recommended dose isn't too sure on, and there's not much research in. So the first one of these, again, I'm going to go from highest to lowest, is raspberry ketones. Supposedly it's going to raise your metabolism, kind of like chilies, but weaker. And also it's meant to suppress your appetite. I don't think it's going to do these things because most of the research so far is in rat studies, not very promising of a chemical. The next one, bitter orange. Supposedly this is going to enhance fat oxidation and increase your metabolic rate. But the data suggests this does nothing for weight loss. So those two things probably aren't true. The next ingredient is guggle extract powder. This is supposed to help thyroid function, which plays a role in metabolism and energy regulation. The research in this is for people who have metabolic syndromes. If you don't have it, you don't need it. the next ingredient is chromium picolinate. So this is supposed to help with glucose metabolism and stabilizing blood sugar levels, so you shouldn't get an energy crash. Once again, the research in this is not robust at all, and it's debatable if it does anything at all for weight loss. There are more ingredients than I have stated, but I just want to focus on the performance ingredients, so I'm not going to mention those. Overall, I don't think this is worth buying. The fat loss effects are highly debatable, and you will probably be better off just walking an extra minute on the treadmill or saying no to that thing you're not supposed to eat. As well, you could just have a few black coffees. Black coffee is, because it has 0 calories, that will be cheaper too. Plus, the dosing is incredibly unreliable, and it's likely going to be underdosed because it's a proprietary blend. But the green tea and the green tea extract and the caffeine do redeem it a bit. They are going to carry this supplement when it comes to weight loss. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a D on the tier list. It's not completely garbage, but it's close, definitely. A D might even be a bit generous. I did watch some other YouTube videos on this, so if people are telling you that it is good, or that you should buy it, or that it's worth it, you should probably just abandon those channels. They are trying to sell you something. Come to my channel instead. I will be much better, I can promise that. Also, I saw somebody mention that if you're using this to drink more water, it's good. I don't get that at all. Just drink more water or buy some squash like a normal person. I'm not going to want to pay basically £1 every time I drink water just to mix this in. That's bullshit. So I will leave a link to all the research in this video below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave a like if you found this video educational. Also, let me know if there's any pre-workouts you want me to review. Please don't make it a proprietary blend. You're smarter than that, guys. I do also plan to extend my content past pre-workout. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.